In my spare time, we're making an extra large wooden flag out of pallets for Memorial Day. My neighbor was able to get me these pallets, so we decided to make them a project. I asked his son to help me out. Ryan's 14 years old and loves working around the house, so I thought it was a great opportunity for him to get his hands dirty and build his parents something. We sanded down all the boards that came from the pallets after we cut them on the table saw to dimension. Then we burned all the boards. A flag this big really takes a delicate hand. The nozzle for this torch is a little small for a flag this size. But after a little practice, Ryan got really good at it. Next, we measured out the union, drew a line, and then scored the wood. We scored the wood so when we put our stain on it, we had a natural break against the grain, and that would stop any bleed over, or at least prevent it. Then it's on to staining. We started with the union, and we cut in the lines with the foam brush. Put it on nice and thick, make sure the color stood out, and we filled in all the cracks. Then it was on to the red stain. We did the same process. We cut in the lines, and then we stained the whole boards, making sure that we got the ends. With the red stain, you can really see the burnt grain come through. Once everything dried, we'd push all the boards together to get a close look on what we're working with. Then we put the backer on. See Ryan here using her nail gun. We glued the boards on, and then we tacked them down. And then we screwed each one in. On my smaller flags, I usually don't use screws, but because this big flag is so big, we ended up screwing everything in as a secondary reinforcement. Then we just did the same thing, glue, brad nails, and screws. Next we put the vinyl stencil on the union. I got this stencil from my friend Jordan over Fair and Square Services. If you haven't checked out their YouTube or website, check it out. They make some crazy cornhole boards, and he'll custom do some stencils for you. After we got the stencil on, we taped off everything around it and sprayed it with a satin white. We waited for everything to dry, and here's the finished product. Really happy with the way it came out. So far, this is the biggest flag I've made, 65 by 34.5 inches, just in time for Memorial Day. Thanks for watching.